So guys, welcome back to my diary. Today I'm with my friend Mr. Lenny.
Yes, how are you doing, people?
Yeah.
It's been a long time, man. We haven't really
Had a chit chat like this for a while.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, so I am Sapat or Pips. This is Mr. Lenny.
Yes, thank you.
And this is my diary. Basically, my diary is about my day-to-day life. And today we had a meeting in town with Mr. Lenny.
Yes.
And you know, recently I did a video about the new commuter trains, Nairobi commuter trains. They're called DMU'S.
Yes, and I actually watched it, and I must say I was impressed, and I was curious.
You were curious too.
Curious because I have not used the commuter train for years. In fact, I think the last time I used it, I was in high school.
And guys, he came to pick me and I convinced him. And I'm like, leave your car over here. Why don't we use the train?
Yes, so you can imagine the difference, driving and actually using the commuter train, which was this is a very new.
First, let me ask you.
Yes.
When was the last time you used public transport? Let's start there.
Public transport nimekaka. To be honest, nimekaka. I think it's bad, you know, when you're used to driving, it becomes very difficult to use public transport. But one thing I must say today, I've realized is that it's actually very, very efficient. Number one.
Wait. We start slowly. Why did you accept to use the train, first and foremost?
Let's just say, number one, as everyone who lives in Nairobi right now, and anyone who uses Mombasa Road knows the kind of traffic that is on Mombasa Road right now. And actually, it's a ripple effect if you think about it, because I've used a couple of roads, to be specific, Outer Ring Road. Outer Ring Road has been affected by Mombasa Road. Yeah. The fact that Mombasa Road is being fixed, all the construction that is going on has really made traffic become a nightmare in this city. And in fact, even all the other roads, guys are actually complaining that traffic has become too much. Yeah, and all because of Mombasa Road. So that is one of the reasons why I wanted to try this train. Yes, because you can spend close to 2 hours or even more depending on where you are going, if you're going using Mombasa Road. Exactly. Yes. So you can spend more than 2 hours on the road.
Now try to imagine if you're going to the city center.
Exactly.
What a nightmare.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I really wanted to see and, you know, for myself and experience for myself, how comfortable are they? How fast is it? And I must say there's 1, 2, 3 things, even 5, that I can say that actually has impressed me about this new commuter train.
You know, number one is like, first and foremost, security.
Yes.
Once we got there, they checked us to see we're not carrying any sort of weapon, or basically we are safe to travel with other passengers, and that was good.
And then there's, I never saw this before. There were police officers.
Yes, at the new station.
At the stations.
Yeah.
And inside the train,
there are also police
officers who actually keep changing shifts each and every time they make a stop. Yes. So that is
quite
one.
Impressive.
Yeah,
it makes you feel safe, you know.
Yeah. So if there's if you're thinking of doing something crazy, you have to really think about it, because they are police officers. You know, whenever there's a police officer anywhere, you will think twice about doing anything fishy.
Yeah. Another thing also, there's parking at the station. So
yes,
you come with your car, you leave your car over there.
Yes.
And you go to town, do your shugulis or wherever you're going, depending on the route.
Yes.
And then you come back in the evening, find your car is safe,
Absolutely.
and drive to your house if you need to. But I feel people should exercise.
Yeah.
The station is quite close, especially our station here in Embakasi.
True.
So for the people who are living in Nyayo Estate, Village, Baraka, it's
you can easily walk to the station.
Yes, you can. Number two, at the station.
Yes.
At the station also, there are very good toilets.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One thing I noticed about the toilets, they have a section for the disabled.
Yes.
That is a very good thing. That was not there before.
Yes.
Yeah, that was not there. So I think that's a plus because I mean you have to consider the disabled.
Yes, lazima uangalie kila mtu kwa society. Yes.
Yeah, and they've done it pretty well. You know, modern kind of sinks and all that.
And there's water.
There's water
in a public toilet.
Exactly.
It's running water.
Yes,
especially during these times.
of COVID.
Yes, you have to keep your hands clean all the time.
Oh yes, I really like that, and I'm thinking there's so many people who have no idea that this thing is actually operating and that we have some new commuter trains. I think guys really should try this.
And I remember when we were talking and waiting for the train to arrive.
Yeah.
You thought that the second rail was where, because the other trains we used to alight to the stairs.
Yes.
And it was quite dangerous. It was risky. You could get hurt.
Yes, that is good.
And now for somebody who's disabled, maybe even you can just be wheeled into the
so the space between the train and where you're stepping on is actually quite it's almost they're actually the same level and quite near, like they are almost touching each other.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is really important.
Yes.
So that is a good thing.
And when I did the first video, they had not released the schedule for the train, the different routes, but today it's this week they released, and the timings are exactly as they said, because our train was for 10:15.
Yes. And
exactly 10:15 we saw the train coming.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Yeah, like when you saw it coming finally.
It was a great feeling because now you can see this is a new thing. The lights are on. Even during the day, the lights were on, and you can see guys actually really getting ready to come in and to get into the train. And then even when it gets there, I realized the staff actually they let the guys who are coming out of the train fast to alight.
Yes.
And then now the guys who are going in are allowed to go in.
Yes.
To me that was good to avoid any incidents or
accidents.
Yes,
exactly.
And it looks nice. I like the colors. It looks pretty much.
And the seats and how have you used the SGR?
Yes, I've used the SGR.
I said something in my other video, and people have really commented.
Yes.
I said that I find the DMU'S seats are more comfortable than not the VIP SGR, but the kawaida.
The normal seating on the SGR. It's quite uncomfortable, I must say, and especially being the fact that you take it for if you're heading to Mombasa, you got 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours on the train, and your seat is basically,
it's actually 5 hours.
In 5 hours, and you're seated 90 degrees. It's quite,
it's like a punishment, man.
Yes.
Hey, it's crazy.
Very, very uncomfortable. But for this
karibu keki bana, karibu keki.
Asante. Hii sasa hii tutanona bana. Tumetembea leo vizuri.
You are saying?
Yeah, so for the SGR, you see it's not very comfortable. Even the padding, there's a difference. I must say, I felt a difference. And there's a way the seat looks. I don't know, they've done it very well. In that when you sit, there's a way your body, the posture, your posture is quite they've considered that, you know. Yeah.
In terms
Even
of
though you're
design.
upright, yes. It's comfortable and you don't feel tired even when you sit for long. Even though it's not a long distance. Yeah. But I must say there's a big difference between this and the SGR.
And the cleanliness and the movement of the train, how did you feel?
Yeah.
Now, while you were inside the train, what was going on in your mind?
Yeah. What I noticed, there was a bit of, you know, how do I say, you know, juggling, kidogo, which is normal.
Normal, it's a train.
Yeah, it's a train. But it was smooth.
Yes.
Very smooth all the way. And the windows are so clear. You can see outside. You can see where you're going. And you can tell where it is. You know, for us who know the area, you know, all from the embakasi all the way to town. And I also like the way they've done it outside. The fence, you know, it's clean outside. They've done the fencing and all that. And then now in the inside, also the other thing that I noticed is first of all, these old trains, the doors, they were always open. That's something I noticed. They were always open, and that's why guys would, you know, you'd have 1,001 people in that train. Others are hanging on the doors. In these new carriages, you cannot do that. You know, the doors close, and once they close, then there's very nice. I think they have an AC system in the train, which is very good. So the atmosphere is quite relaxing, and you know, the air is cool and all that. So that is really good. Spacing, very well spaced, yeah. And I think they also do sanitizing before. Once the train reaches to its destination, before you're allowed to enter, the doors are closed. You notice that, and then they sanitize it. I don't know how they're doing it, but because once you enter, you can feel
they've already sprayed all over the place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is very important also, especially for now that we are, you know, we have this COVID-19 thing.
And the timing, the time we took from Embakasi to town, and the stops, were they quick? Were they slow?
Very quick. In fact, that is one impressive thing about the stops. You know, they don't take so much time. I think less than a minute or something. Yes, less than a minute.
Or two.
Yeah, the doors are open, guys come out very fast, and the ones who are coming in, they're ushered in very fast. The doors are closed, they shut the doors, and the train moves quite fast. So there's no time wasting. Yeah, within no time we're in town. We took less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, 29 actually.
29 minutes to town.
Yeah. And the route, it was
pretty smooth, very, very smooth.
You know, and today I invited Lenny, so I was like, please. I hope he has a better experience than I did, and actually,
I loved it.
After being away from public transport for
quite a long time. Yeah, I think it is. I'll be using it quite often. Especially going to town because, as you know, the city is becoming really congested. There's a lot of buildings that have come up. So that means a lot of people coming into town.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
And then also a lot of cars. And also the public transport system is becoming bigger and bigger every day. So that means a lot more congestion in town. So if you have your personal car going into town, parking is a problem.
Of course, yes.
You understand?
And the fees also.
And the fees are high. Yeah, so and also the security of your own car.
Yes.
You know, that's another thing. So for me, I think if I have to go to town, I think I'll be using the commuter train.